Well, let's get a view now on the Kenya elections with SABC International News Editor Sophie Mcqueen. Sophie, good evening to you and welcome. What impact do you think this close race and claims of victory from reps from either side will have on peace and stability in Kenya?
Well, it's quite dangerous for the two factions or one of the factions to claim victory. The electoral body has pointed out that this is going to be a long process because they don't want a situation where when their results are challenged in court, they are found wanting. And therefore, the chairperson of the commission has made an appeal to all those who participated in this process not to declare elections because only the electoral body is tasked with the responsibility to declare elections, and therefore preempting the results and preempting who the winner is, it's likely to cause tension in Kenya. But fortunately, the other side of William Ruto was quick to call on its supporters to remain calm and wait for official announcement of results. They didn't play into the trap of Raila Odinga's people by responding and also holding a media briefing to retaliate because it was indeed going to lead to tension. And therefore, Raila Odinga people, what they were trying to do didn't work because the other party didn't fall in a trap of doing the same thing that could have escalated tensions.
Only 30% of the vote tallied so far, we understand, Sophie. The Election Commission, as you've just been mentioning, has been appealing to Kenyans to remain patient. But as the hours wear on, do you get the sense that impatience for a result is growing?
It is growing, particularly when you see irresponsible leaders. Clearly, ordinary people, the anxiety will take place, and that's how they feel right now. And that is why, in most cases, when there are elections in Kenya, you'll find that Nairobi often is deserted. People go to the countryside because that's how they feel, and they feel that they are more safe there. And therefore, clearly, those who are in Nairobi and those who are back, who are hoping that by Monday things will be normal, I think where they are worried. As you heard Sarah saying that even the Department of Education in that country has decided to postpone the opening of schools that was supposed to happen on Monday, another 4 days away from school. And therefore, I think it is, of course, a serious problem. But as the electoral body has pointed out, the Kenyans must be patient, allow the body to do its work, because you don't want a situation where when they go to court, the election results and the whole process is nullified.
And as you say, if things aren't done carefully, the concerns by everyone really are a repeat of the deadly violence that we've seen in elections past. But Sophie, take us beyond, the heat of electioneering and the heat of this vote counting and the results announcements. And, of course, depending on who is ultimately selected, how that leadership is going to be shaped for Kenya. What are some of the underlying issues that ordinary Kenyans are hoping a new president is going to tackle and grapple with for the progress of the country?
The first business will be to unite Kenyans. As you can see, they are divided. But secondly, to address the challenges all African countries, one can even say globally, we are facing the challenge of economic crisis, poverty and unemployment. You know that COVID-19 has affected many countries economically, and we know that now with the war in Ukraine, the issue of food insecurity is affecting many countries, and therefore you have to deal with issues that are related to the needs of the people you want to lead. And I think that will be important. And secondly, I must give credit to the Kenyans, contrary to previous elections, where the focus was on tribalism and ethnicity. For the first time, the focus was on issue. It was issue-based elections, but also transition from the senior generation to the younger generation. When you look at people who made it to parliament, to senate, a majority of those people are very, very young, average age 30 to 55, including the other presidential candidate who is William Ruto, who is 55. And also women. It's a slow start to ensure that women are represented in the legislature, but they have achieved a lot in terms of governance. Compared to the previous election, women have been able to secure positions to be governors. In one area, the whole leadership in different structures like that area, the governor, people who are going to parliament and all of that are women, which is a huge story. I think a story that the whole world must celebrate, that a particular region in Kenya or county decided that women are going to lead us. We are tired of the male leadership that has perhaps led to where the area couldn't really be a developed area. So it's a story that I think when we're done with the election, Sarah will visit that area and really do a case study of this constituency that took a decision that we are going to be represented by women at all levels.
And we know that women certainly make a key impact. Sophie Mcqueen, thank you for that, SABC International News Editor.